Hello everyone, it's Leo, and in this video we're going to talk about the 5th episode of MEW MEW MEW, which was very heartwarming and interesting. I found this episode to be one of the best we've had so far, and it had a lot going on for Mint, who is a character that since the start I've been complaining a little bit about. But I feel like this episode really wrapped up her character very nicely and worked with her in a very cool way. So I really enjoyed it. Let's jump right into the episode. Right at the start we have a scene of Mint actually working at Cafe Mew Mew, and because of that the girls noticed that there was something wrong about her, and I love that, you know, Mint, not in her right mind, is actually Mint working and being nice to other people. I feel like that scene would have worked even better if Mint was meaner in the past few episodes. I don't feel like she is, in this version, as mean as she was in the manga and in the original anime. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I feel like her character is not as good as she was in the past. But nonetheless, we've seen her in lots of times just sitting down and having her tea at Cafe Mew Mew and not doing anything. So this scene worked nonetheless. And the girls felt very sad that she wasn't being her usual self and tried to do something to lift her spirits. I found it very nice that right at the start of the episode we had a scene with Ichigo and Aoyama interacting. And that scene was not about Ichigo going like doki doki and saying, "Oh my god, I love Aoyama so much, I love interacting with him so much, even if we're just side by side." No, it was just a simple and honest interaction of Ichigo sharing what she was feeling and how she was trying to deal with it. And it wasn't even about her or about Aoyama, it was about a friend of hers or a co-worker or anything like that. So it was something else. And I feel like this is just to show how their relationship is progressing in a good way. And I found that scene like very short, very simple, but it held a lot of meaning in the series itself. And then we have the girls going to Mint's house. And I absolutely love the interactions. The mean Mint was there. And I love how she was not giving to the girls. Like, she was not caring about them at all. She wanted them out of her house. But there is this lovely character called Bullying, and she is just everything. I love how this big ball of energy that she is just jumped right in her house and, you know, messed it all up. She is out of this world. She's amazing. But I still cannot really connect very well with her voice actor. I'm having a little bit of a hard time. I don't know. I'm just having, I'm having a little trouble. I feel like all the others are like 100% in, except for her. I feel like she is like doing it her all, but it's just not correcting, and it's just not connecting with me. But then we go to Mint's room, and the girls are all wet, and then they have to change costumes, and Mint still doesn't want them there. But her brother brings sweets to them, that he wants them to stay. And we see how sweet her brother is to Mint, how well he treats her, how he cares about her. But then she starts sharing things about her personality that we haven't seen before. We have like this big rundown on Mint and who she is in that scene that I found very lovely. So we have like different aspects of her personality that we get to see in this episode. The first one is that she is very well treated by her family. Her family loves and protects her a lot. But she feels like they don't take her seriously. And she says that her brother is studying to inherit the businesses of her father, and she is going to follow the same steps, but she does not feel validated by them because they treat her like a small child, and she wants to be treated seriously. Then we have the girls sharing what they want to do in the future. Ichigo says she doesn't know, Letus says she wants to be someone who helps other, and Pudding says that she wants to be the best performer. I love Pudding so much. And then we have like the girls sharing how many brothers and sisters they have. Ichigo has 9, Pudding has 5, and those little interactions, they just add to the overall friendship of the girls and how well they start to get to know each other. And then we have the second aspect of Mint who we got to know in this episode, which is the reason why she admires Zakuro so much. In Mint's case, she does not feel validated by her family by doing her own thing. She feels like she can't do her own thing because her family does not care and does not believe in her enough. And then on the other side, she sees someone like Zakuro who is just following her own path and doing her own thing. And that's something that she starts admiring because she feels like that is how she wants to live her life. That is how she wants to dedicate herself. That is how she wants to portray. All of those things culminate in her thinking of what she said to Zakuro in episode 4 and how wrong that was. Because she was saying that she wanted Zakuro in the team and she wanted to be Zakuro, but she didn't really understand that enough because she doesn't know the real Zakuro. She just knows the Zakuro that everybody knows as the artist, as someone who is working very hard for her goals. But she doesn't really know the real Zakuro, the one who's behind it all. She doesn't know Zakuro as a person. And she understood that she could be annoying at that moment. And there's also the other layer of, like, this is the first time someone called her that. And this is the first time probably the first time someone had the audacity to step up against Mint. And like for Mint, that is shocking and that makes her take a step back and reevaluate the things she considers right or good for her. And she wants to follow Zakuro's steps. And then the girls just start playing around with a pillow fight. That scene was so sweet. Oh my god, I loved it. And it's so good to see Mint just giving in and accepting that she was having fun with the girls. And she even forgot about Zakuro and what happened. She was just honestly having fun and being able to smile again. And I found that so cute. I loved that moment so much. And on Tokyo Mew Mew, both the anime and the manga, the original anime and the manga, in the second episode or second chapter, we had, I don't remember if that was the second chapter in the manga, but it was when Mint was born as a Mew. We had her dog, Miki, being turned into a Chimera Anima. And that happened in this episode. And I found that very nice. But then we had the fight, and Miki was turned into a dog, and it was very convenient that like the dog was inside Mint's bedroom, and then it was taken out of her bedroom and transformed into a Chimera Anima outside. And then we have the transformation scenes. For the first time, we were able to see a little bit of Lettuce's transformation. I want to see it full. I loved it. It was very beautiful, but I want to see it complete. I am losing my mind. We're probably not going to see that in the next episode. Girl, I'm so angry. But I loved what we saw. And it's very funny that they're just following the same steps of the original Tokyo Mew Mew anime by not showing Lettuce's transformation. What is going on? Whatever, we have the fighting scene, and the fighting scene is very weird. Like, it was brutal to the girls. Like, the girls really got hit by Miki, or the Chimera Anima version of Miki. But then we have the fact that they cannot hit Miki because Mint doesn't want to hurt Miki. And I do understand her looking at the monster and seeing Miki there. But those girls have fought lots of animals before. And they have purified those animals with their powers. So they know that after they purify the animals, the animals are normal after their purification, after the Chimera Anima is defeated. So she knew that about Miki. So I understand that she could not have like rationalized that at a certain moment and said, oh my god, it's Miki, I can't hit him. I understand, but that for that to happen in the whole fighting scene was super weird to me. So I did not understand this fighting scene very well. But we had Mint, surpassing her fears of hurting Miki and deciding to follow Zakuro's steps. And like she is actually being influenced by a good thing that Zakuro said in an interview probably. And then she's like, okay, I need this, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what she did. And she was able to defeat Miki with Ribbon Mint Echo. Ribbon Mint Echo is one of the most boring magical girl attacks I have ever seen. Honestly, it's so boring. It's so unoriginal and uncreative. The animation was so bad. not bad, but it was like no choreography at all. And like, girl, very boring. But before that, we had a scene of her, evoking the mint arrow, and that was cool. I liked that moment. And for the first time, Mint is able to defeat Miki by herself. Because in the manga, she defeats Miki together with Ichigo, and in the original anime, Ichigo, she stops Miki with her power, and then Ichigo defeats it. So it's like Ichigo defeats it in the anime, and Mint and Ichigo defeat it together in the manga. And now she's able to defeat it by herself. So that's an improvement for Mint. I liked that. And I absolutely loved Kishu's interactions with Ichigo in this episode. Kishu is so scary. And he is the type of villain that will come in and make you angry. He will make you hate him. But at the same time that you hate him, you love him because he's such a good villain. Every time a villain makes you hate them, they're doing their job right. And it's the same with Kishu. He is such a good villain. Every time he is on screen, I'm like, I don't know if I'm rooting for him or if I'm hating him. I don't know which thing I feel more. Doesn't matter. I found it super cool that he got Ichigo. He's like, oh, do you want to go on a date with me, Ichigo, before the fight? And then after he got her, and it was so scary. That scene was so scary. I loved it. Sorry, I loved it. And, Mint stepping up and pointing the arrow at him and saying, you're not going to hurt my friend. For the first time, she called the girls her friends. Specifically Ichigo. But after this episode, it makes sense for her to see the girls as her friends. Not only as her co-workers or her teammates. They're actually her friends. And then we see that we have a talk about Zakuro and how Zakuro is going to join them. And Kishu's like, she's not going to join you, baby, because I'm going to get her first. I'm going to destroy her first. And then he is going to attack Zakuro, and the girls are going to step up and try to stop him, which is going to happen next episode. And I'm very curious because the TV thing, the TV station thing happened in the original, and I loved it. And so it feels like it's going to happen again. So I'm just very excited. Anyways, this episode was a very good one because it worked very well with Mint as a character and also the girls' friendship as well. And we could see a little bit more of Ichigo, Lettuce, and Pudding. I'm not very fond of the fighting scene. It was very long for the philosophy of I can't hurt Miki because it did not work for me. If it would work if it was just a little scene and then they're like, okay, I can because it's not actually going to hurt him. I can save him. But it was not like that. It was weird. But I liked the Mew Mint surpassing herself scene. That was cool. And I'm curious for next episode. And please, Lettuce's transformation. Show it completely. From the start to the end. Everything. We need it. Anyways, this was my view on episode 5 from Tokyo MEW MEW MEW. What was yours? Please share it in the comment box and let's keep talking about it. Anyways, babies, I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, I really appreciate your support. And if you watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye bye.